Like, I'm very,
Alternative.
and I feel like if Trump were to win, I wouldn't be able to like express myself through my looks and everything, and wouldn't be able to have the piercings or the dyed hair or the tattoos that I want.
You
Right,
look
yeah.
like ridiculous, but it's okay to look ridiculous.
Yeah.
No one's going to tell you how to look.
big deal.
That Donald Trump doesn't want me to look like this. Donald Trump's going to tell you not to dress like this. When has that ever happened?
Yeah.
Remember I told you those it's a video, these two white girls that are talking about how they want to vote for Kamala because they think that she's going to give them their freedom or something. They're like very alternative girls.
Why are y'all voting for Kamala Harris?
It's ridiculous how anymore it's really hard for people like us, like queer people and just anyone else in that general umbrella. Thank you. General umbrella. It's just really hard for us to get rights, and with how the Republicans are handling everything, it's just putting more and more stress on us, like basically taking away everything we have. And it's just important that we feel safe just even living here, because everyone's been wanting to like leave the country, and this is like the only chance we have to properly fix everything.
What about you?
I would definitely say that I want to keep my rights. I really do. As a queer individual and someone who's physically disabled and may not like be able to do certain things, I feel like they probably wouldn't have accommodations for someone like me, especially given that I like women as a woman. I want to keep access to my bank accounts. I would like to keep making money. I don't want to be some man's object. I really don't. It's the whole thing with Project 2025 is terrifying. I read through some of it and it was just insane. It's bad.
Why are you voting for Kamala Harris?
Because she is the woman that we need right now.
Is there any specific policies or anything that really makes you vote for her?
I just believe in her. I believed in her when I lived in California, and I still believe in her now.
Because she's all about the middle class. She's like us, and Trump is bad. That's just...
Trump's bad.
She's everything we're looking for. She is. She's just everything we're looking for. She's looking for peace and love, and
She's everything we're looking for, but why?
She's all for peace and love.
What are the things? What are the Tim Dillon told us the policies. No.
This is the campaign. These are the policies. This is what you're gonna get.
This is what you get with the left. You don't look at that. And like Kara was saying, it's transferred over not just with black people. It's a culture.
Yeah. See, because when I said before on one of the previous videos that they want the country to think and act and vote like black people.
Right.
We are always the guinea pigs to see how things work out.
100%.
And they want everyone in their feelings. That was the whole reason for BLM, LGBTQ, and feminism.
Yeah.
Is that when you put people in groups, they start to feel victimized. And they start to take on that victim as an identity. And they don't find themselves a child of God anymore. It's an identity. And if you think that your identity is being gay, your identity is just a black person.
Yeah.
Your identity is only your ovaries. You know what I mean? Then what you do is you sound stupid like this. And so when a lot of people think that this can't happen to white people, this is happening to white people because politics is downstream from culture. If the culture says that Republicans are bad and old school and they want to, everything these ladies are saying is completely wrong. We've had Republican presidents. Their lives did not change.
As Kara said, that we black people are largely the guinea pigs for this, and then you'll start seeing like white people behave like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you see, we just recently had a man write us, and he said he's a white guy from the suburbs, and he said, you guys talk about the black culture sometimes. I hear you guys say that. He's noticing that the white people in this suburb that are affluent white, kids, rich kids, they're starting to adopt
black culture.
So I told him, I said, so this is what we mean when we say that if you think that is not going to start affecting other communities besides black people, you're absolutely wrong. Because a lot of times white people will be like, Will it ever happen with our kids? Like that. I'm like, yeah, no.
We actually had a viewer that said he didn't think that this was going to happen to white people.
Yeah.
And I was just like, excuse me? I don't think so. You know what I mean? We just had Danielle showed me a video there where these little white boys were out here singing, word from word.
The way I move my lips, I be steam, could have been a drop. The way I push the whip, you up, could have been a, the way you throw a pitch. Right back to the strip, cause this a major league. He got bricks.
They were not like teenagers. Larry Elder said before the 60s, the single mother rate in the white community was under 2%. It is virtually doubled, almost 25-30%. So if you don't think it's going with this kind of mentality, with these types of women running their mouth, these are going to be single mothers. These are women that are fighting for feminism and the right for women to just be by themselves.
When I say it's coming, I put up a picture a long time ago of this guy actually wrote about the video where we showed Travis Barker's daughter before and after. She completely changed. I'll put up a picture of her.
She literally went from country to just like gold teeth and you know what I mean?
She just completely changed. This is what happens though, you guys. Like the culture will eventually change
and bleed in to everything.
I was just telling Kara that at work I had talked to a woman who she was telling me that her son has 8 kids. He's a black man. She's a black woman. He's 42 years old. So stick with that, right? But she mentioned that there are 7 different mothers out of the 8 children now.
Wait for it.
The first child, the eldest grandchild, is from a black woman. Okay? All the other women that he's had children with are all white.
White girls.
All of them white. And so when I say to you, and when we say to you that it is coming for your community as well, this is why we always pound it home about do not get caught in this culture. While we're always talking about black culture in that way, it's imperative that you understand that it is not limited to black people. No. It is now bled off into all others. So just to know this one man and he doesn't see any of the children. He take care of any of them. He said he created a bunch of babies mamas. They made themselves baby mamas.
And he's not paying child support. He's trying to flee.
He's not paying child support.
By the way, if you keep watching this video, but notice they're wearing masks. These people believe propaganda.
Anything.
We love her. Yeah, she's amazing. We need her. This country needs her. And Tim Walz.
The cat ladies for Kamala. So can you kind of explain that to me?
Well, I think you got it right there. I don't need to go any further than that.
Are you a cat lady for Kamala?
I am a cat lady for Kamala, obviously.
Why are y'all voting for Kamala Harris?
I don't want to lose my rights. I'm a trans man and I'm gay and I have been pregnant and I've had an abortion before and I don't want to lose that. I'm afraid of not being able to be myself anymore because from what I've heard, Trump's America doesn't want me to look like this. So that's why I'm here today and that's why I'm voting blue.
What about you?
I've also been pregnant and had an abortion before. I was a minor and it would have been dangerous for me to properly, it would have been dangerous for me to carry a baby with personal reasons and everything. I also, I'm very, alternative, and I feel like if Trump were to win, I wouldn't be able to express myself through my looks and everything, and wouldn't be able to have the piercings or the dyed hair or the tattoos that I want. I would be able to be myself, and my dad's very pro-Trump, and I'm just very pro-Kamala. Yeah, I don't,
Does that cause a divide at all?
Yeah, it definitely does. He thinks that Kamala's going to ruin the country, but I think that Trump would do worse, a lot. Kamala is going to be good for the country.
Every decade has had
the greasers, hippies.
We've had all
rockers.
kinds. We've had all kinds throughout the history of America. You can do whatever you want to do in America. You can dress like a ridiculous cat person. So where this idea comes from that when Donald Trump comes in office, he starts changing people's clothing.
The idea that you lived in the country where you had the abortion. You look ridiculous, but it's okay to look ridiculous. No one's going to tell you how to look. That Donald Trump doesn't want me to look like this. Donald Trump's going to tell you not to dress like this. When has that ever happened? When has it ever happened? In your lifetime? This is a genius way of trying to make the world liberal. Because the world is getting more liberal, not more conservative.
Right.
And I just look at this and I just think this is coming. And they love this, what they think is a black woman. They think that she's just gonna stick it to the man, and they have no policies they want to talk about. They are literally talking about her. They want to see a woman. They don't care what she does. They don't care if she ushers if we have martial law because of her. Just as long as she's there. Yeah. Donald Trump is so imperfect. He's married 3 times.
Oh, come on,
you know what I mean? He's had affairs. You know what I mean? And everyone knows it. You know what I mean out there. So why would someone like that give 2 craps about your black clothes?
Yeah, he's flawed.
He's flawed. But the point of this is because we get on black people a lot, because I think black people do need a slap on the hand for voting Democrat at 90%. To myself, if you do not think this is not coming, that they are not trying to usher in with all of this LGBT and feminism stuff, they're not trying to usher this into the white community, because the white community is still the majority. If they can conquer you all, that's it.
You know, we'd love to hear your thoughts on this.
We are. So just want to say one thing. We are really close to 50,000 subscribers, guys. So, you know, tell your friends.
Yeah.
I understand it took 2 years for Danielle to get 100.
We were going to get nothing.
The idea that we would have almost 50,000 subscribers is like,
yeah.
But we do thank you guys a lot for subscribing and watching us and sharing our stuff. And just taking any kind of interest in anything we have to say.
Yeah.
You know, so
who are we?
Thank you. Who are we? Right. You know, thank you for that.
Thank you guys. But yeah, let us know what you think about all this stuff, you guys. Leave some comments below. And we will see you guys next week. Bye.